Here we are. We are live now. Welcome everybody to the reaction of Super Bowl 56. The Cincinnati Bengals and Los Angeles Rams. A great Super Bowl, if you ask me. What we had here was just a fantastic showing from these two, the defense and offense on both sides, playing up to their level, just with some really great stuff, and it was amazing. It really was. Coming in, it was all about the Rams defense against that Bengals offense. Could they get to Joe Burrow? Could they do other things? And they got to him 7 times. 7 times they sacked Cincinnati. They are going. All of their picks should be offensive linemen in the draft. Because they need to fix the offensive line for Joe Burrow, because he is something special. Jamar Chase is something special. Joe Mixon is a really good back as well. And they have and their T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd are good wide receivers. Umozo, the tight end, pretty nice as well. They got a lot of stuff offensively that they can go to and put up points, but they need the offensive line to help them. Hopefully in the draft they will do that. So we have a final of 23-20. I mean, if you look at it, you think about it, like the Rams and Bengals both were awful on third down. We talked about the sacks, though, with the Bengals would let what's his face get sacked 7 times. Joe Burrow. Each team had 6 punts. It was kind of a low penalized game until the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, where the Bengals had some ridiculous fouls. There was a couple fouls that didn't seem like fouls, but there were some other ones, like the helmet-to-helmet hit on it. But that was the one that didn't cost anything. That one was because there was a foul on the thing, so both penalties didn't count. The LA Rams threw 2 interceptions. One was tipped, so that wasn't his fault. You know, the receiver needs to catch it. If you're receiving the hands on the ball, you have to catch it. And the other one that happened in their second quarter, I believe it was, that was more like a punt. It goes down as an interception, but that was more like a punt. So you can blame Matthew Stafford for that one. I'm really not, really not down with that. And but it was that last drive, 16 plays over 70 yards. Took a lot of time off the clock, and they drove in and they got it in. Cooper Kupp received the touchdown from Matthew Stafford. And we're playing. It led like a minute or so left for Joe Burrow and his crew to try to drive down the field, and they just couldn't do it. They got to a 4th down. Aaron Donald, the star player that he is. I hope he does not retire. I'd like to see Aaron Donald be here for a long, long time. Yeah. Sorry about that. But so yeah, it's unreal what happened tonight. Really good stuff. I liked it a lot. We're talking about Odell Beckham Jr. touchdown in the first quarter for the Rams. They lead 7-3 going into the second quarter, and then the Rams come back with another touchdown. Cooper Kupp, great thing, play action fake to Cooper Kupp in the corner. They missed the extra point. They missed the extra point. It's only 13-3, but Cincinnati comes down, goes back, gets in the end zone. Joe Mixon throws a touchdown pass to T. Higgins. It is 13-10. We get it at the half. But sometime in that second quarter, also what happened is Odell Beckham Jr. went down with a knee injury, and it's a non-contact. It was awful. And if you guys were on Twitter like I'm on Twitter, there were a lot of players who were tweeting about turf and about how turf needs to be eliminated, and I solely can agree. You should not be playing games on turf. Really shouldn't. And but yeah, there was it was just oh no, wow, what was going on with them, and it just you hate to see that happen to players who really wanted to be in this game, who really wanted to be a part of it. And it's that Odell Beckham Jr. thing seemed to have, you know, maybe help the Rams not having Odell Beckham Jr. be there, bogged down the offense. So as we are now going to halftime, it's a Pepsi halftime show. Many of y'all may have saw my top 10 halftime shows. I think this one was really good. This one was really good. 50 Cent appeared, showed up, was a guest. You had, they started with Dre. They went to Mary. No. They started with Dre, then they went to 50. Then I think they went to Mary. They went to Kendrick Lamar. Then they went to Eminem, and then they went back to Dre and Snoop for the final one. And it was really good. Like I said, really good. Everybody seemed to be liking it on Twitter and everything like that. So really good. I'm gonna say that it's not, and for me, it's not better than Bruno Mars, number one. It's not better than Michael Jackson, who's number two. But it was without question. It was this was good. This would be 3 for me. So, but a good Pepsi halftime show this year. We'll see who they do come up with next year. I'll be here to see who will take the baton now. So after the halftime show, you come out with the third quarter, and it's first play down the field, and it's a pass to T Higgins, and scores a touchdown, deep pass. No. Now on this pass, T Higgins had he had grabbed the face mask of Jalen Ramsey. It should have been called offensive pass interference. It was not. Up until that last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, the flags were really stuck in the pocket. They really let the players play in this one. So it was amazing. So Cincinnati Bengals scored a touchdown, and they both traded field goals in the third quarter as well. So going into the fourth quarter, we had a 20 to 16 advantage for the Cincinnati Bengals, and that's when the defense of the Rams really stepped up. They stopped the run from Joe Mixon. That's when they got most of their sacks from the defensive people, defensive linemen and Aaron Donald and all those folks. It just didn't be done, and finally, with several seconds left, several minutes left, the drive, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and they just went to it, and they just had him. They kept going to Cooper Kupp. They were going to Cooper Kupp on a 4th and 1. They did a reverse to Cooper Kupp. We got the first down. They went to Cooper Kupp, get down to the end zone, had those penalties, and then finally, Matthew Stafford threw the ball to Cooper Kupp, touchdown. This time, Matt Gay didn't miss the field goal. It was good. It was 23 to 20 with about a minute or something left. And they gave the ball to Joe Burrow, and Joe tried his best, but again, he was getting rushed and things that happened, and he just got too much pressure from Aaron Donald on that last play, and then he tried to get it. It wasn't happening. Los Angeles Rams are your Super Bowl champions. Unreal. This was incredible. Matthew Stafford was 23 of 40 for 283, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Cooper Kupp had 8 catches for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was the MVP. Everybody else had, Odell Beckham had 2 catches before he got Bryson Hopkins He was there for the not only the injured uh, Tyler Higbee, but the other tight end got injured as well. So he was there 4 for 47. Derrick Henderson caught 3 balls, and Jefferson caught 4 balls. Cam Akers caught 3 balls. Ben Skronek caught 2 balls. Matthew Stafford was he was the attempted uh, receiver for Cooper Kupp, but it did not complete it. I was gonna put it on Twitter. Cooper Kupp, next time Cooper Kupp complains about overthrown ball, Matthew Stafford gonna have a look on his face like, really, really. So, Ernest Jones had a sack. Ashawn Robinson with a sack. Leonard Ford had a sack. Aaron Donald had 2 sacks. So did Von Miller had 2 sacks. The Stars came out to play for the Rams. They really did. On the Bengals side of things, Joe Burrow was 22 of 33. 263, 1 touchdown. Joe Mixon had the touchdown pass to T. Higgins. T. Higgins caught 4 passes for 100 yards. Those 2 touchdowns. Jamar Chase had 5 for 89. Tyler Boyd had 5 for 48. Mike Thomas had a catch. C.J. Uzomah had 2 catches. Chris Evans had a catch. Joe Mixon had 5 catches for 1 yard. Mike heavens. He also ran the ball for 15 times for 72 yards. There was 1 sack from Trey Higginson and 1 sack for DJ Reader. Another thing, there were injuries too. We talked about the back injury, but it looked like Matthew Stafford had his heel rolled up on, and he was injured. And then Joe Burrow on one of the drives in the 4th quarter, he got rolled up under again, and he was coming off the field. They showed a picture of his girlfriend and his wife and his mom holding each other, like, oh my God, because they thought it. But he got up and he limped off the field, so that was good. Glad those 2 guys came back into the game, but you had to feel bad for Odell Beckham Jr. getting hurt, missing that, but he got his ring. And now we'll see what Odell Beckham wants to do, because he got a ring now. He's going to be a free agent. Will he stay and help the Rams, become another greatest show on turf? Or is he gonna, go and somewhere else and try to get his money and stuff like that from there? And then there's this rumor, they started today, the rumor that Aaron Donald may retire. And they're like, what? Aaron Donald will retire? Wow, that's weird. That's another guy, if you count Brady and Roethlisberger, and we'll see what happens with Adrian Peterson, Aaron Rodgers, and Rob Gronkowski. But there's another guy who, if he retires in 5 years, is going to be up for a Hall of Fame discussion. So that was amazing. It was a really good game. Really enjoyed it. Halftime show was good. This was a great Super Bowl, and happy for the Rams and happy for them getting theirs. When it comes to Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow, there's a possibility that they will be back. It certainly is. I think they have everything they need, other than the offensive line. The only big thing is that they are in the same conference as Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, and to a lesser extent, Justin Herbert, as well. So we will just have to see what they guys do, and Cincinnati Bengals fans should not look down on this as if this is going to be their only time getting there. There's a problem. Even though I said they're going to have to get past Patrick and Josh, they got past them this year, but it can happen again. But we'll just have to wait and see what goes down and what happens exactly with that. So this was a great football season. Things come to the end, but I loved it. So I had very fun with this. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the commercials, as we must do all the way with the Super Bowl. In the order that they happen, at Doctor Strange, this is the commercial before the kickoff. But again, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, I like it because I'm a Marvel fan. I like the Dolly Parton 5G for T-Mobile commercial. Again, I thought that was good. I thought going old school with the E-Trade baby we could talk. This was this was definitely like 10, 12 years ago. They had the E-Trade, and they had the talking baby. He was talking to you about trading your stocks and bonds and things like that. The BMW commercial with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Salma Hayek, them being Zeus and I guess Aphrodite. I'm not sure, but I liked it. I liked the way they came about it. The Flaming Hearts commercial, where the sloth, the bear, and the deer was eating the flaming hearts, and they were getting very hot, and they was making the sounds they were making. You could, some other more animals came up and started beatboxing, and they made the salt and pepper, salt and pepper song. So I thought that was great too. There's a Michelob Ultra commercial starring Peyton Manning, Jimmy Butler. I guess Alex Morgan was also there, and some other people. But then coming in was Serena, and everybody was looking like, "Damn, she gonna whoop our ass in bowling." So I like that one. The second part, where at the end of the first T-Mobile commercial, Dolly Parton, she texted Miley. And Molly, in this commercial, Molly comes back and does like a kind of We Are the World type of thing about 5G and T-Mobile. So I like that one and held her to head. There was a Tundra commercial for the cars run over the Tundra. I thought it was kind of funny because they kept saying Jones. It was Leslie Jones, it was Tommy Lee Jones, it was Rashida Jones, and then the fourth thing put up and it was Nick Jonas. And I like the end. And Tommy Lee says, "Okay, whoever you are, let's just go." So I thought that was really good. I love the NBC commercial. I love the NBC commercial where they talking about Ted Danson and Kenny Thompson being the number one reason that they're number one. And Terry Crews from AGT, I'm gonna call it that. America's Got Talent. Yeah, Terry Crews. It was Kelly Clarkson from her daytime TV show, and also her The Voice. Mariska Hargitay was there from SVU, and then behind there cooking was Elliot Staber, Chris Maloney from his new Law and Order show, Organized Crime. He was on there. They all like, "Come on, man, it's us." Mariska says, "I've been here on this for 23 years. You mean to tell me I'm not the reason?" She's one of the reasons. You can guarantee it for real. There was a Rocket Mortgage commercial with Anna Kendrick was talking about Barbie, and all these other people came up, and they wanted to do Barbie. So I thought it was interesting, even though I didn't understand it. There was a Budweiser hard seltzer commercial featuring Guy Fieri, and I didn't get it until Guy Fieri showed up because it was all about flavor. And of course, Guy Fieri, that's one of his things, was talking about flavor now. So once you show Guy Fieri, I said, "Oh, okay, I get it. That's really good." Scarlett Johansson and Colin Jost had a commercial with Alexa. The Alexa can read your mind, and there were some things that Alexa, when they were talking, Alexa could read the mind, and Alexa would start it out. So I thought that was really funny, especially at the end, we talking about the oysters that was left in the car for 5 hours. And then finally, this was after the game actually. There was a Willie Nelson Skechers shoe commercial in which he was talking about making them legalized, and like, "I don't think they're illegal." Oh, but of course that was the thing about the weed. Willie Nelson likes to smoke the weed, but I thought it was okay. That was pretty funny. So those are the commercials I thought of. So yeah. I think that's it for this episode of Rap Reaction. Really good thing. If you guys are hearing this, if you guys are hearing this in the morning because of the tracks and everything like that, because I'm doing this live on YouTube on Sunday night right after the football game. At least not right after. It took about 30 minutes. I was watching the ESPN stuff, post game stuff. But for those of you guys coming up and listening to this on Monday as well, yeah, it's this is a fun thing, and great Super Bowl. That's gonna be the end of that the football season as it is. So it's always a bummer, but it'll be okay. All right, those of you guys watching right here, right now, live on stream or watching on playback, post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Post your if you've been playing along. No, that's not what you want to do. Right? Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you thought about the Super Bowl, what you thought about the game, the commercials, Cooper Cup, all of those guys. Let me know down in the comments how you guys feel. And if you're listening to this on Monday, yes, please make sure that um, you subscribe and you rate my podcast and everything like that, and let you know we'll be back sometime next month, maybe for the what's the name? Well, but we'll be back and we'll see how that goes. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy AJTRIP signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there, and I am out.